Hi everybody, I am back for another video. My favorite topic, marriage.
I thought you were gonna say your favorite person is here with you.
Well, I was getting there, babe.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, this is my beautiful favorite person, favorite husband that I currently have.
Do you have more?
Not currently.
Who do I not know about? What are their names?
So today I'm going to be telling you 5 things to know before you get married, for marriage. If you're already married, these are still great tips. And if you ever want to get married, these are great tips to know ahead of time that I wish that I would have known ahead of time.
And if you
The first tip that I got from one of our favorite mentors was, in terms of advice, if you're married or engaged, don't get advice from people unless they're married or engaged. So the rule of thumb is to get advice from people who are at the same level or above the same level. The reason is because you think that you know what you should do when you're married and how somebody's spouse should act, but until you're there, you are going to flood, or you're going to be flooded with people's judgments, and things get really messy.
I'd say 9 times out of 10, single people have no idea what the heck they're talking about. So I would not go to them for advice, especially with very important things or really deeply intense emotional things or relationship directing things. Don't do that.
Number 2 is only go to people who are willing to fight for your marriage. Oftentimes, family and friends will side with you. But the problem with this is that you're never getting a solution. So
Correct.
I know who to go to that's going to tell me that I'm right and that AJ's wrong. The problem with that is that will never help our marriage. And I will just always be the winner of said fight, but I won't ever actually be winning in my marriage. And that is extremely painful. And I know firsthand what that feels like.
And just because you invited me here, I'm going to keep shoving my opinion in here.
Yes, that's why I invited you.
But not even are you, Abby said winning. You're not actually winning the fight. You just feel like you've won. And the purpose of fighting isn't to win. It's actually to be understood.
It's so true.
I'm so good at this.
You are. AJ actually used to do life consulting, and he doesn't anymore, but he is incredible at it,
Like,
actually.
I still go see people for that.
Yeah,
but
you just don't consult people anymore.
I don't.
Okay, number 3 is learn how to create a case for your spouse, even when they are causing you pain.
That's my favorite.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts to say.
On camera. On YouTube. Yeah, I get it.
It actually hurts to say because I have the worst pregnancy back pain right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So here's the deal, you guys. It's the same thing with, I can go to any friends and family when AJ's wrong, and maybe he is wrong, right? But the problem is that somebody telling me that he's wrong and I'm right isn't going to get us to a solution. And me sitting in hopelessness or future tripping that he's always going to be this way or that he's always an asshole or whatever I'm feeling in the moment, super triggered. It's not creating a solution. It's not creating us to build more intimacy, for us to be more happy in our marriage, or to grow our friendship and marriage, which a lot of people don't do. They get married and then they just kind of like their friendship disappears.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah. So this looks like, let me give you an example. If AJ is maybe getting mad at me, I use you all the time for examples, but usually you're not here.
Yeah, usually I'm I go and read and click, double tap the heart button or the whatever.
So let's say AJ is like getting really mad at me or kind of just being insensitive when he's talking to me. I need to think, okay, he's clearly being rude, but this is not who I married. Like, I married somebody who's great. So there's something going on with him where he's in pain, maybe a trigger from the past, maybe he's been going through a really hard time, that's a perfect example because we've had some of the hardest years of our life. First 2 years being married, and just a lot of like personal things happen in our life, some in control and some out of our control. And there were so many times when you were being so, like, what I thought was disrespectful or whatever, and I would react to you, and we'd get in these huge blow-up raging fights, whereas to now, I know to say, not that I do it always, but hey, what's going on? Why are you acting this way? And I try, since I know his childhood, we've asked each other a lot of questions about our childhood. I know, okay, AJ might have struggled with feeling like his voice wasn't valuable growing up.
Or abandoned.
Yeah, like so many things.
Hope you're watching this, Mom.
So, but I know, okay, he's probably feeling one of these triggers. And also, even if I don't know why he's acting the way he is, we both in marriage say things and do things that are super crappy to each other, and just learning to give somebody grace in that moment and to choose not to be offended. So learn how to create a case for them. It's very easy to create a positive case. It's very easy to create a negative case.
I'm going to take the next one because it's kind of perfect that I do, because I'm a man. So have the hard conversations and listen to how they feel. Even if you think they are crazy. And that's not what is actually going on. Okay, so here's the deal. Sometimes women can, in the rush of hormones or whatever type of experience you wonderful ladies are having, just because you are women and there is a cycle that most women tend to experience, dudes don't experience that.
That's not true.
No,
You have cycles.
I do have cycles. So this, I do have cycles, but to some of the extremes, I don't experience those emotions, and so I've had to go through a process of understanding in those moments, especially with pregnancies. Pregnancy has heightened it more than anything because Abby actually didn't have horrible periods necessarily that I can think of in this moment, but I had to learn how to actually ask the question, and I've always kind of been good at it because I have 6 sisters and have learned through years of failure. So probably better than the average bear, but I had to become very intentional to go, this has nothing to do with me most likely, or if it does, I get to own that 10, 20, 30%, whatever it is, to the fullest of my ability, and then ask the question, what are you feeling? What's going on? Just talk me through this, baby girl. What's going on? How are you feeling? What's going on in your world? What are you thinking? So that I could understand what she was feeling before judging her. And that was a process that it took a long time to learn that.
Yeah. But even then, if I am ever coming off as aggressive, when you come toward me in that way, I soften.
Mm-hmm. It's like an automatic bomb diffuse.
It's true. And I just said in a video the other day that those are the moments I've fallen the most in love with you.
Aww.
When I'm being crazy and you just get to my level and love me. Which is the level that you would get to a child, because when we're triggered, it's our kid self that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 5, figure out the areas that you struggle with codependency. This way, when you fight or things happen, you can be the healthiest version of you. AJ?
Oh, I get to take this one
Have
too.
you ever struggled with codependency in our relationship?
Never in my world. Yes, absolutely. So when Abby and I were dating, we did long distance for a little while, and you're moving.
I'm just
pregnancy
a
moving.
lot of pain.
Got it. So we did long distance for a little while, and it was in that season of our lives, which I don't know, it was like 3-4 months, that a lot of my struggle with codependency just got exposed. And that's my dog. Anyways, so it got exposed, and it was really hard. It was super painful. A lot of it had to do with my emotional pain and trauma to do with my mom, and to do with experiences that I had growing up that I just had never had validated. And so because Abby's a wonderfully beautiful woman and is the closest, most intimate woman to my heart, that all got directed at her. And I had to go through a very intentional journey of letting go and actually just becoming aware. And so that looked like self-investment. It looked like investment in coaches and consultants, and figuring out, what is speaking in this moment. Is it from right now? Is it like an echo from the past that is now present? Does this have anything to do with actually her, or is it all me? And 90+% of the time, it was all me.
Did you say what the codependency looked like? Because a lot of people don't know what that is.
Sure. So codependency, you can use like 40 different definitions, but really the most basic definition that I found that works very well to describe what that actually feels like is I'm not okay if you're not okay. And I'm only okay when you are.
But also,
Tell me.
like one example I was thinking of is like when you'd want to hang out every day.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to be that specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd want to like hang out with Abby every day. And I didn't want to be like apart from her.
And part of it was because I was in school full time and you didn't have as much going on.
And I couldn't work.
Yeah.
So
But I would go to hang out with friends and it was really painful for you. And you probably got like your abandonment buddies.
Totally.
And you know what, you guys? This happens in marriage too. People, like not with us, because that's just not one thing that we struggle with. And we don't live by a bunch of our best friends. But like, I know so many people in marriage, they're so codependent, they don't do anything without each other. And they always want to be with each other. Or if one person wants to go hang out with friends, the other one actually gets like upset and hurt. And that's really healthy to go hang out with other friends. So the person that's hurt, their triggers are just getting pushed on. And it's just another type of codependency.
culture and media say, oh, you're bad if you do those things. It's, no. We're all doing crazy stuff, especially behind closed doors. You know, the media makes us try to think, oh, like if you were healthy, you would never have any type of crazy or codependency or whatever, trauma, coping mechanism. No. That's not how that works. Everybody has a level of nuts in them. It's just whatever level you actually allow to be seen by your spouse or partner. And at that level, you're actually able to be loved even more. And so you've loved me really well over the last couple of years.
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
I think you're made for the camera.
Yeah, it loves me. I love it back, don't worry.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving all of your
knowledge, insight, wisdom. She's got
yeah,
pregnancy
thank
brain.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed. If you have anything to say or comment or questions, you can comment down below and let me know if you want AJ to join more of my videos, because I think they're way more interesting when he joins.
Let me know if you want. At AJ Higg, AYYJHIGG. And if this is on YouTube, hit this. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Super important to do that, okay?
Thanks, baby.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, you guys, we will talk to you later.